All right, guys. So we are here in the N-scale train layout basement update again. This is a sculpted mold rock cliff that I made and carved out with a piece of rail for the tracks. That's supposed to look really good. It looks really good. That's how it's going to be. It's just going to be, it's just going to basically let it dry and then paint it, and then it's going to be a tunnel portal that kind of looks like it was blasted into the mountain when the train track was being built. So that's that side. Here's the other side. So as you can see, that is pretty cool. So yeah, tune in to the next video. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Update again. This is where the bridge is going to go. As you can see, we actually have a new bridge in. It doesn't have trestles yet, and it's actually uphill, and I'll explain why in a minute here. But this is how it's going to go. There's that bridge. That bridge would go across these two main lines, or this main line where there's a yard line into the coal mine theme, and then there's the main line that it crosses. Now this section here is actually module to module, so this bridge is actually going to be a removable bridge, so that when we move this layout again, it can basically come out and be packed away and then be put back in once the layout is up again somewhere else, like another house or something. With that being said, there's where the mountain will go, I would tell you guys. I sculpted mold that cliff right there, and on the other side of the track I did. I plastered all of this hillside here that goes up to that mountain today, and as you can see, it looks really good. Yeah, so all of this gold mold here, that's going to stay the way it is. I'm not going to carve it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it and just have my mom paint it. Same for this gold mold cliff. I think it looks kind of cool already. Kind of looks rocky anyways already, so I'm not going to carve it. I'm just going to let it get painted. I got the trestles in the last video you guys see 3D printed for this bridge. I still probably got to print more. This cliff, same for this cliff on both sides of the bridge. I'm probably going to eventually resculpt mold underneath there, but we are going to start working on this sometime today or tomorrow. But yeah, so let's come around and see what this bridge actually looks like. Right here, the double high bridge, because you got that high bridge and then you got this high bridge. Now this high bridge is actually higher than that one, which means I could basically go across that bridge if I want up high, but it's not going to do that, obviously. But we're actually, this track here is actually 4 inches higher than that track, so that's why it's actually higher. It doesn't look higher in the video or anything like that, but it is. You can kind of see it goes up a hill. That will be fixed, and the reason for is, so right here is where the bridge should end, and I ordered 4 pieces of these tracks, straight pieces, to go into this turn, and it's actually supposed to be a color gray. I actually might change color. I might pull the track off and paint it black. I'm not sure yet, but these are Kato track pieces. So the bridge actually supposed to end right here, but it ends right here. And there's foam, and the foam is actually basically what's holding it up from, you know, that end to that end. So I just got to basically carve this down and then set that down in, and then probably redo this track here to connect to that. This is probably going to be glued in at some point. I got to figure out the trestles. Again, I gotta take this plastic piece off so I can start carving in the mountain where the trestles are going to go. Trestles are just like those black ones right there, 3D printed. They're 2 pieces. I got a few of them already printed in the last video. You guys saw that. So that's why this is uphill right now and not level and not lined up with this track, obviously. Just I gotta carve it. I gotta carve this piece of foam here to sink this bridge down in and line it up and everything, and then start all the trestles. So I'm gonna focus on that eventually today. So let's swing around here again. I'm going to hold off on the scenery work on some of this so I can get that done once I'm done with all making a mess of like plastering and sculpt molding and stuff like that. And that way I can I can get things done the way I need to, painted, and then start working on that. So here's the cliff I got sculpt mold again, as you can see on each side of the tracks there. This has to be painted. So yeah, it's more likely to hold off on the scenery work because again, I'm making one heck of a mess. So once all the mess work is done, which I believe I'm pretty close to being done, I'm going to start painting and then start doing all the nice blue, beautiful looking scenery that kind of looks more like all that over there. Again, these rocks need repainted. My mom's planning on doing that. I don't know why she hasn't got to it, but yeah. So you can kind of see the example of the bridge over there in a second. I will show you, but I actually want to show you right there. Got cliff underneath the bridge there is actually sculpt and mold today, also and carved as rock, and it looks pretty good. There's that landscaping wall right next to it. I was going to add another wall, but I was like, I'll just make a cool looking cliff there. So that's what I did. That there is supposed to be downhill, but from here and then on this angle of the layout, it looks like it's a cliff. So I might leave it the way it is and just scenery it. But you can see how the bridge actually, I'm going to follow it real slow. You can actually see how the bridge actually starts climbing a hill a little bit. Eventually that won't be like that. It's going to be level and all. I also want to apologize for the mess that you guys see on the layout here because it's a working process. But I will say we're 100% all the way around. So that's really good news about this. It's just a little bit more work to do on that bridge with, again, trussels and setting that part in. But we are 100% around. That gray section there of Caldo track, snap track, whatever you want to call it, I'm not using. I'm going to use flex track as this haven't laid the bed or the track. But we are 100% around, minusing the bridge that would actually go here with the track, which we do have. But again, everything's drying. But if we were to mount that in and then put the track piece that goes on that gray bridge there, we would say we're 100% around. So I gotta say congratulations to myself that we are 100% all the way around. And yeah. So again, I know it's kind of hard to tell. It looks like that bridge is actually the same height as that, but it's not. It's actually 4 inches higher, believe it or not. And I wish there was a way I can kind of give you that idea, but maybe I can once I swing over here, try to go slow so I don't give everybody a headache. Yeah, but honestly, comment below. Do not forget to subscribe if you like what you see. Put a notification bell if you want so you can get a notification when I post a new video on my YouTube channel. But follow me for this. The next thing I would like to do, probably either this weekend or next weekend, or maybe even tomorrow, is to work on the layout over there on that turntable. I noticed a lot of people have been viewing that, and I want to thank everybody for doing that. But yeah, so you can kind of see, you can kind of see that this bridge is a bit higher than the other one. Maybe if we go down here, you can maybe somehow see much higher. Okay, we're zoomed in. That's why it looks weird. Oh yeah, that actually gives you a better perspective and view of how much higher that bridge is through the clear glass thing here. Yeah, so it looks like it's the same height, but it really is not. See if I can kind of level it off a little bit. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's actually higher. So yeah, I also want you guys to know it's playoffs for Hershey Bears right now in the AHL. They won their game. Game 5 is tomorrow. Hopefully they win because they can make it through the next round of playoffs. But they're playing the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, and I gotta say, go Bears! Even though I am a Philadelphia Flyers fan, I would cheer for the Lehigh Phantoms if the Bears don't make it, but I want the Bears to win a cup for the 3rd time in a row this year, so really, really hoping, but let's go Bears! B-E-A-R-S, Bears, 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 B-E-A-R-S, Bears, 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 woo! So that's enough of that silliness, but yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time, and follow me, and do not forget to comment or subscribe or the notification bell. Thanks. Bye now. Have a great day, and keep on mile railroading.